That was a disaster bike ride. Disaster. Oh my God. Absolutely a disaster. All right. Poor KJ. KJ's stressing. He is. I mean, there's some cray weather. I mean, I don't want to make him nervous. But that red circle, the tornado, severe. Tornado watch likely. Poor KJ. And he's all alone. Home alone. Oh, KJ, I don't know, dude. I had a disaster bike riding. I don't even want to start. I rushed it. I was not good. Nothing worked. Signal wasn't working. Earbuds weren't working. I forgot the keys. I couldn't change my e-bike battery. I put one in there that had no charge in it. I struggled. I was like, please let me just get home. Alexa, dim living room light. Please just let me get home. It was like that. Alexa, dim living room light.
Okay.
What a disaster. I won't be doing that half-ass anymore. No way. Oh, she better not even bother me, talk to me. I am not in a good mood. Don't bother me now. Not a good idea. Not after what I just went through. It's over there by the toaster, and it's charged.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
All right. Mm. Mm-mm. I'm live now. What?
Oh.
What happened?
That if I should come and see how my sister's doing. All of them. And they don't even do that really.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead because I bring my sister.
Yes, I'm live.
I'll bring my sister here to my house to take care of her.
There's nothing. There's some stuff developing, but there's really nothing there right now. But that doesn't mean there won't be. The radars are terrible down here. They're just brutal. What's up with that? So little range. I'm not going to even pay attention to that yet right now. See the future model. That back line, that looks so bad. That back line, it's really yet to develop. That back line, that one. That is ugly. It's Tycho stop. What's up, Dissolve? And the storms that develop to the south near Arkansas and into Mississippi. That's another area. Southern Arkansas, Mississippi down here, these storms that develop. This is the future model. That's another area. Northeastern Texas. But right in here too. That's nasty. Then of course up here. Damn, the person that I was checking their weather is gonna get hit. That was the last week where she was. She's gonna get hit. Oh my God. I gotta go on TikTok because she might come back. That is bad. I hope she's paying attention to her weather. She's like right in the bullseye right there. You see, it's this other line that's gonna affect St. Louis more. Mom, close the door. I don't have the patience right now. I had a very, very rough bike ride. Nothing was working. Not pleasant. %. 95%. KJ is definitely in the bullseye, potentially. I don't want to tell him that, but because he's alone, I don't want to scare him, but he could potentially be in not a good place. I'll freak him out. I don't want to do that. I'm live right now. I just want to be in peace. I've had a rough afternoon. Good luck. Here, you could take the rest of the one that's lit in my hand.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Just take it and go.
Oh, okay. I
See you
just
later.
called Yvette to see if she let me have my sister with me.
Yeah,
you know?
okay. See you later.
My God, that's got a home.
I know. I just want to rest now.
Nobody's holding you.
I don't want to talk. I'm live right now. I just want my mind to relax.
Okay.
I had a rough ordeal. I just want to relax. That's all.
Whatever, master. I hear birds out there.
That's expiring. It's still nasty up there, but that's going to expire soon. That's nasty. But the threat really has yet to, I mean, it's bad in some spots, but the threat has still not yet to evolve. To be honest. There's some nasty cells out there. KJ, if you're watching, you definitely need to pay attention to your weather in Tennessee. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to make you panic. Because you're right in the bullseye of this tornado watch. What's up, Jake? East Arkansas. I saw, dude, storm chaser. Wait till later on the second wave. It's looking like another crazy night of storms tonight. I saw one last night that had 2 funnels. Oh, God. Because I'm looking at this future model from the Weather Channel, and southern Arkansas this is later. Look at these storms that they're predicting that they're going to develop right here. Because that's the now. It's that secondary line and that development. Mississippi, southern Arkansas, and then definitely up here on this secondary line. That is just straight up nasty. St. Louis, Springfield, in Illinois, going up, even Chicago. That is ugly. If you're in Springfield, you need to pay attention. Because a lot of people might be saying, oh, the storms went through on this first initial batch. That second line. Tycho, stop. I just had a really rough bike ride. I'm not going to rest because the weather is just something to pay attention to right now. And I'm resting, I'm sitting. I think this is important right now. KJ, you're right in the bullseye. Yes, this could be crazy. I hope it's not. But it could be Alfred. I should listen to some soul or boogie to improve your mood. You don't even know what I went through. It was a rush job. I shouldn't have done it. Try to get the GoPro live. It never works right. It's better just to record. That's what I usually do on my bike rides. I record the 360 on the GoPro. Because I live in a remote area. The tower connection is terrible. Then my earbuds didn't work with the music. And right there, that's a no good for me. Because I need music when I'm bike riding. It was just a disaster. Then I didn't bring the keys to change my e-bike battery. Because I put one that was not charged. So I had to struggle on these hills here. Oh my gosh. My body is beat up right now. Not good. Pain. Lots of pain right now. I'm going to have to take medication. Wow, that is just ugly up there. But that's that first wave. No bueno. No bueno. I'm looking to see if I see a camera anywhere in the path of these storms, and I'm not seeing any. Because no, I cannot use copyrighted storm chasers videos. I'll get slammed. It must be through here. Otherwise, I'll be toast. So I have to deal with what I can. But I'm not seeing any cameras. In the middle of this. There's more cameras to the south. Up to the north, there's not as many. On this app. See, there's a bunch here. That's far away, though. See, like if we go here, those are monitoring. That's a camera. But there's not much right now. And it has yet to develop here. But they're in the tornado watch area. It's pretty bad. But I don't see any cameras. I don't even think it's going to make it there. It's quite a way away. It's far. It's not. What's up, Clifford? What's this now? I have to be careful where that's going to pop up. I cannot show. See, that's what I'm afraid of. I've got to put this on another screen. Ha! 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 Oh. You see what I've been saying, though? You see what I've been saying? That they've concluded that the IRGC is now in power and beyond negotiation. I mean, come on. That could lead up to this upcoming weekend. I'll keep an eye on that. But was I right? Was I right? Come on. Was I right? If that's true. And I'm not saying that I'm saying that to say I'm right. I'm just saying I did say it. And hello to everybody on TikTok. Okay, Jay, I don't know if that makes any sense. The whole purpose you put the cameras in your house was to do weather watches. And you need to put the camera on because that could inform you of anything that may be coming. So that is like an oxymoron. What's the sense of putting a camera if you're not going to use it because you're afraid of what you might see while you're in the house? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Put the camera on. What's up, Nick? I mean, come on. Get out there while you can and get that camera connected. This one is not too old. It's that right there. Near St. Charles North. That's cray-cray. There's severe thunderstorm warnings everywhere, but it's probably in this general area. These are going to expire soon. We can't count those. It's quite a bit, though. Missouri, Illinois, Illinois. It's right in the same spot. It's in the same. Tornado watches are like everywhere. 7 hours. Look at this shit. Oh my God. It would be in KJ's area. Oh my God. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe later on tonight, Kevin, but I get what you're saying. You can still keep me posted on the other stuff. If you are, you can definitely let me know if you hear anything. Let me know as far as that other topic is concerned, because that's important too. KJ's right in the middle of that. A friend on, he'll be in here at some point. He's on TikTok right now. He's like right in the middle of that circle. And he's alone right now. His family's not there, so. But we have a tornado warning in Missouri. Yes, you do. But that's radar indicating. You got to see how old that was. See, it's expiring in 4 minutes. So that was earlier. That was radar indicated. Now this is the remnant of it. So this is about to expire. Now this one may be extended. Yeah, see, they extended the tornado warning here another 34 minutes going here. So they're looking at this right here. So I would definitely keep an eye on this. Let's see what the movement is. Looks like it's moving to the northeast, if I had to guess by looking at it. Yeah, that, you definitely got to watch. Grafton, Elsa, and up here, Brighton, because it's heading this way. It's heading northeast. See, it's heading in this general area. That. Right there. So, see it? It's moving east-northeast, it looks more. Yeah, it is. East-northeast. See the line? The guidance line? Right here? Even here, you should be paying attention. Litchfield. See the line? I said Brighton. Should definitely be paying attention to that. Again, I can look that up. What was it? Coal Camp? See, I don't know where that, I don't know where that is. What is it? Coal Camp? It looks like it's to your north. It's to your north. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that. It's to your north. But, yeah, it's going to move to your north and east. Right here. This disgusting looking one. You're here. It's to your north and it's moving away from you. That. Oh, man, that's nasty. But you should be fine. You should be fine. Logan? You should be okay. Looks like it's to your north. I don't know if they're necessarily going to make it in the potential of the severity to northwest, but you should definitely be paying attention in Ohio, especially the western. But I don't... you cannot put your guard down. But I'm not saying there's going to be rain, heavy rain and flooding maybe, but see heavy rainfall, flash flooding as it moves east. Here's Cincinnati. So, but as far as the severe weather, that's probably going to be more to the west and definitely to the south. But you should definitely pay attention. I mean, if you look at it this way, in the future model, well, look at Western Ohio. See, there's a lot of rain here. The model's going to keep going in a second. There's a lot of rain there. Northwestern. I don't know why the model's acting up. See, that's... It seems like the more heavier storms are down to the south. See how it's rain? And it's weakening. The severe weather is more to the west. Like Chicago. Now, the second line is something you should pay attention to, but it'll probably weaken. But I'm not promising you that, because this is just a model. This is bad. I'm looking at this secondary line, and somebody was in here, Storm Tracer, talking about down south in Arkansas. I would be paying attention in southern Arkansas, south of Little Rock, and there'll be some storms here too that could be nasty as that line develops. At least that's what it's predicted to. So I would pay attention. This looks nasty down here, and look at that line developing though. That's the thing. That secondary line. See, that's bad what's going on now, but look at the line behind it. It's like a 1-2. That is ugly. Look at that line, the second line. That's what I'm concerned about. Oh, Jesus Christ. That second line. So do not put your guard down. You may have storms now, rolling through you now, but you still have another line. That is just an ugly forecasted model right there. Illinois. I mean, if we want to zoom in, St. Louis, Springfield. I mean, look at it. St. Charles. This right here. Watch. How it just... That line right there. Depending if it develops... The timing of the development of the line... It may not happen. It may develop later or earlier, more to the west, but it could, you have to pay attention. That's the bottom line. It depends on the rapid development of the storms as predicted in this formation of this line. This is not set in stone. This is just a model. But it's showing you how rapidly it's going to intensify that line right there, that secondary line. But it may form... It's going to be close, but it may form to your east and miss you. Timing is everything. It may form a little earlier where then you're in the east side where it's coming towards you. So you just got to pay attention to your local weather folks, just keep your local forecast. You should be paying attention. Not to me, to your local. If you live in this area, look at Illinois. Even Chicago may be some severe storms, but it's like going right through the center part of the state and going east. My weather's fine. It's beautiful here. I'm in New York though, Hudson Valley. It's fine here. This is where, look at this. Look at that line coming together. That is all the way down into Arkansas. Look, I mean, stretching all the way up. Now, I don't know if Wisconsin, they've been just getting hammered. And let's not talk about Oklahoma or even Texas. Horrible. Horrific. But Wisconsin's been getting battered the last few weeks. Battered. Justice, Illinois, again, You guys know your state more than I do. I don't know where justice is. I would have to search it. You should be paying attention. If justice is to the east of Illinois, you should be paying attention. Ohio, I wouldn't even. It's going to be mostly rain in Ohio. But don't put your guard down. That's my best advice. Just pay attention. You should definitely be paying attention. Now, what was this place you said? Justice? Illinois? Was it Justice, Illinois? Yeah. Oh, I don't even see anything in the vicinity. Oh, you're way up there. You're by Chicago. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. It depends on that secondary line. I would pay attention to your weather. I would pay attention. Because that line has not formed yet, but they're predicting it's going to. I would pay attention all the way up to Chicago, down south, but this is where they're forecasting. Oh, that's new. They just issued a new one down further to the south, Arkansas, what I was just looking at. They just made another one. This one. Severe potential. Tornado watch likely. 80%. Expires in 2 hours and 23 minutes. So they just created another bubble to the south in Arkansas. Probably going to leak into Mississippi. This is where you folks need to pay attention down south. I'm serious. Thank God Race isn't watching. He might get nervous. But he might be to the west of this. Because there's nothing yet. This is where it is right now, most of these storms, but this is not the secondary line. That tornado, that is scary. That is ugly. I'm telling you, this one has me a little concerned right here. Godfrey. Between Brighton, maybe, and Godfrey, past Godfrey. This is the one that has my attention right now. That one has my attention. Don't get me wrong, there's some strong storms out there. And any of these storms can spur something. There's a lot of energy here. Despite this being as it is, my focus is on that secondary line later. You all need to be careful. Oh God, Oklahoma. I was looking at the footage. It was so bad. Right now, it's not really Oklahoma. It's not. It's not. Thank God. After what's happened the last couple of days over there, that's horrific. No, it's not in every state. No. Giovanni. It's the midsection of the country. See these yellows? Like if I hit the pink area, they're under a severe thunderstorm. It expires in 5.5 hours. The yellow expires. Actually, this is going to be expiring soon. The tornado. But the severe thunderstorm, tornado watch, 7.5 hours. See? So it's this area right here in the United States. He's in, what was it, Croatia? Serbia? I forget where you're at again. But it's right here. Let me check TikTok. What's going on in TikTok? Illinois, again, Illinois. Des Moines? I don't know about Des Moines. Des Moines all the way up here. I don't know where that secondary line. It might be already to your east. I'm not thinking Des Moines right now. No. I can't share his screen because he's doing it on YouTube and I'll get slammed. Even if he gave me permission, I can't use it. I'm just taking a look here. I'm trying to see if there's a camera. There's a bunch here. But there's nothing in the vicinity of these right now. This one really has my eye though. For some reason, this one right here. So again, for those that keep asking me in Illinois, Serbia. There you go, Serbia. Detroit, Michigan, I think you should be fine. I think you should be fine in Michigan. You might get rain. What is all this by me? What the hell is this? Fire? Dry? We're on a fire hazard? Yep. High risk of fire. Not good. It's dry. And I'll do this one more time for those watching on TikTok. You should pay attention because this is the now. Look at Illinois. See, there's some storms here east of St. Louis. This is the first line, really. It's the second line that you should be paying attention to. I'm not saying not to pay attention to what's going on right now at all. But look at the model. Look at this line. And it pretty much covers the state. Right there. See that? That is what you should be paying attention to later. So even though it may not be bad, right now, you're dealing with this first cluster. Let's call it the first line ahead of the main line. This is the line you really should be paying attention to later on. That's not forecasted for a few more hours. And it's going right through the state. Even St. Louis, Springfield, Peoria, all this here. See that? See how it fills up? Even near Chicago. I don't know quite if Chicago's going to get it, but the majority of the state here is going to get it. Like I said, Peoria, Springfield, St. Louis, points south. It's going to develop and it's going to move east. You should be paying attention if you're east. I would say in a couple of hours, few hours. I can't tell you precisely, but you should definitely be paying attention because this second line is the one. And it's going to stretch all the way. See, look at Detroit. Somebody mentioned Detroit. The storm should start to tamper down. Daylight heating starts to cool down at night. The energy comes down a little bit. So just pay attention. Now the model's going to end at 9 p.m. That's my time. See how they start to lose energy, but not down south. And like I said, it can go all the way down into Arkansas, into northern Louisiana, into the midsection of Mississippi, points north, Tennessee, right where KJ is. Just pay attention. But, it's not guaranteed. It's the possibility of. So don't get all scared and nervous. It's a model, Wherever you live, you should be paying attention to your weather on your local TVs. That's what my advice would be. If you live in these areas where you think you're in risk, you should have your TVs on and have your local news on, because they're going to be covering it. That's all they're going to be covering is the weather. You should be paying attention. Another thing, too, is you should be getting emergency alerts on your phones. Very important. Very important. And you can go to your phones and go to the settings and the emergency alerts in settings, and you'll get weather notifications. Like if I go to mine, I have an Android. If I go down, safety and emergency, it's on the phone. Click it, and you'll see a whole bunch of things. Wireless emergency alerts, earthquake alerts, all kinds of stuff. And you can get alerts on your phone related to weather. I would suggest you do it if you can. Look, extreme threats, severe threats, all that stuff is there on your Android phone. So go to safety and emergency, then wireless emergency alerts, hit it, and you'll see them all listed. Turn them on. Severe, turn it on. You'll automatically be notified. You'll be notified on your phone. I have an Android. I don't know how it works on an iPhone, but that's how it works on an Android. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, of course you have it, Nick. You're in California. You get the earthquake alerts. There's a huge supercell in mid-Missouri right now, starting to rotate and heading for Mexico, Missouri. Well, who? Somebody said Indiana? I saw something about Indiana. I missed it. Luguti? What the heck is that? Oh my God, I can't even see my search bar. Am I going to get that right? Luguti? Indiana. It looks like it's just passing you now. Oh, you got some stupid weather by you. Oh, they're developing to your west. You need to pay attention. Who is from Luguti? Who is that? Where are you? Addie, pay attention to your weather. Like, seriously. Because not only you have to deal with this initial line, you're going to have to deal with that line that develops behind it. So yes, you need to pay attention to your weather. You definitely got storms heading your way from the west. A lot of the stuff right now, you just had nasty weather. Addie, just pay attention to your weather. Who's that? Fleet. Okay, again, whoever that was. Here. Look what's to your west. See them? You see it? It's how it's coming together. But remember, there's going to be another line behind us. So you may have a lull. Don't be fooled by that lull, because you may have a secondary line coming your way too. Indianapolis? But to put that in perspective, oh my God, where is Luguti here? Like, I'm going to know. Okay, based on what I just looked on there, where would that be? Where the heck is Luguti? Or where that, however you say it. All right, stop it. I have to look at the other one. All right, let's stop this. So we'll go these here. Oh my God. So that's southwest of Bloomington. Southwest of Bloomington. I have a little headache, so I'm having difficulty. Where the heck is Bloomington? Let me look. I can't search it like that here. Where is Bloomington? There's Indianapolis. There's Bloomington. So you're like down here somewhere. Southwest. I'm just gonna guess you're right in this area here. Now just remember, see this? This is where you are. Look at this other line. Just remember where you are. You're right around here somewhere. Watch. Pay attention. Okay, so you're like right around Jasper. I'm taking a guess. But look at the line to the west. The model's acting silly. It's going very slow. I don't know why. Okay, so just keep an eye on the model to the west. Oh, this thing is going super slow. Okay, it's starting to speed up. So where the mouse is basically in the rough area where you are. But look at that line to the west. That. That. You need to watch later too. No, I was talking to somebody else in chat. I wasn't talking to Southern Indiana. Again, I'm trying to see what all of you are writing in there. But this is the model moving forward. If we were to put this and stop it. Look at Indianapolis. Look at this whole line projected to be later. Do you see it on the map? Do you see yourselves in there? Do you see yourselves in the path of it? Well, this is what you should be watching later. And this thing stretches all the way down to Arkansas. So, all this. And yes, you too, KJ. So look at how the line stretches all the way up to the north. Even into Michigan. See? So if you're anywhere here throughout this whole line, you should be paying attention. From Arkansas to Michigan. Period. Whether you're in Illinois, Tennessee, Western, you should be paying attention. Now, do I think they're going to hold together for Western Ohio? I don't know. But if you're just look at Indianapolis. That's ugly. That's nasty. Look at Bloomington. Let me see if I could go a little further ahead. Look at that. And that's heading east. That's later tonight. This is the secondary line. Not the one that everybody's experiencing now. This line has yet to develop. You know? Oklahoma should be fine. Thank God. It looks like it's going to be east of Oklahoma. Arkansas, Mississippi, and points north. Oklahoma should be okay. Yeah, it's the second line. That's the key. Daylight heat has nothing to do with the people up north. You got that wrong, KJ. The storms that are developed to the north, those are the ones that are affected more by daylight heating because it cools down in the atmosphere at night to a lower temperature, say in Michigan, Ohio, to the northern area of the country. This has nothing to do with down south. To the north, that's how those storms dissipate. Because at night, the temperatures do cool down significantly, where daylight heating is a factor. Get your weather right, KJ. Do a little homework. You're learning though. But up here, where the temperatures drop significantly at night, the storms tend to weaken. Now, down south, it's warm. It doesn't matter. But not only that, you have that Gulf moisture that's just pumping in right in there. It's like a heat flow. So there's different elements, there's different things going on for different sections of the country when you see something like this going on. But again, the concern would be for me from Springfield, Peoria, St. Louis, down in here, points east. So if you live points east, you should watch your weather. Rarely it does, you're right. But not in this case. It's that secondary line that looks like it's going to be really bad. But you're right, because usually it cools down the atmosphere. The atmosphere becomes more stabilized. It cools down after that first initial line, and you're right, usually the secondary line. But in this case, it might be different. You're right. Who said that? Sombra? You're right, though. You are right. But this is a different scenario here. That's ugly. I'm going to tell you, that's just straight up ugly. That is ugly. You all need to be safe. That's the main thing. Be safe. Because this is projected for 9, but that's 9 my time. Eastern. So that would be after 8 your time. Central. Or if you're in the east. I mean, if you look at it now, you don't see it. Really. So it really hasn't developed that secondary line yet. You have the storms ahead of it. But it is projected and predicted to develop. It's not there right now. Where is it? You can see it here. That's where you can kind of get an idea where it's going to develop. So Kansas City, you look like you're going to be okay. I would say, like I said, it's going to be close. Where they really start to fuel up. Is it going to be before St. Louis? Because they're already starting to fuel here. Is the line going to really get its act together right about here? Is it going to wait till it gets right near St. Louis, Bloomington, like in here? Or will it start to really get its act together to the east? You have to watch your weather. My best advice. So, Arkansas, you need to pay attention. Again, don't be fooled what you see now. This is what they're projecting for later. So we have to see how far this line extends into Arkansas, but you also have this. So if we go into the future model, looks like the main activity is going to be to the south in Arkansas, Texarkana, even northeastern extreme of Texas. But there could still be these. See how the line is trying to get down into Arkansas? Oklahoma's fine. Thank God. But see? It looks like most of the activity is going to be in southern Arkansas into Mississippi. But again, this is just a model. It doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. That's why you need to pay attention. So, okay, enough of that. Because I could just keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. Yeah, you're good. You're good for a while, KJ. I told you that. You're good for a while. It's that second line, KJ, you really need to pay attention to. Exactly. Stay safe. That's the main thing. The dew point 60, that's good. Oh God, my mother's entering the area. Here she comes.
Yeah, that's normal.
There's nothing here, Ma. Please close the door.
No.
No, close the door, please. I'm live, please.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Alrighty. Oh my God. This expires in an hour and a half. Tornado watch. Look at all these watches. 2.5 hours. This whole area. Is one warning right now. It might be the one that Dissolve was talking about. I was watching this one earlier. That's nasty too here, though. I'm surprised there's nothing issued for that one yet. I would be paying attention to that one. Let's see if I see rotation. Oh, I definitely would be paying my mind attention to this cell. Any of them. You can see the spin in the atmosphere. You could see the rotation in the atmosphere. Any of these could spur into something. That's why these tornado watch warnings are here. And all these watch boxes. Any of this in this line is scary looking with the potential. This whole area, I would be very concerned. That one really has my attention right now too, but you could see it. And it looks like it's heading towards Springfield, generally in that area. It's too bad there's no cameras. I don't see any. There's a camera down here, but that's not. It's too much to the south. That's some ugly weather, boy. Look at that one. Look at the way that one went, but it lost its juice for a minute right there. Oh my God, my mom's gonna drive me nuts in and out of the room. No cameras. They're all up here. They're still far from here. I mean, it's heading in that direction generally, but it's still got a distance to go. So again, it's a little early right now. Unless you're in those storms that are showing up right now, that's different. But the line is just starting. And it's right there. But there's no cameras. KJ, on your stream, do you have any watermarks? KJ? What's up, Debs? KJ, do you have any watermarks when you do your stream on YouTube? Because if you don't, I can share it. Can you do South Haven? Where is South Haven? You got to be specific because I'm not from your area, so I don't know what state that is. What is South Haven? Mississippi? Is that central Mississippi? Because that would be later on. Not now. But later on, you definitely look how close you are to the warning area. Look at that. Tornado watch. You're right on the line. You're like right there on the line. Look at that. Look at that. You're like right at the edge. And you're like right there. So you need to pay attention to your weather. You definitely need to pay attention to your weather. Bleacher Bum Chris, Hammond, Indiana. But the person that was from the last place I just looked, you should definitely keep an eye on your weather in Mississippi. Oh, you're way to the north. You're by. You could be on the edge. I don't think it's going to be severe this far to the north. But I would not put my guard down because that secondary line is showing it's going to get kind of close to the northern areas here. So you should still, but you're on the northern tier of it. But if you go back to here, watch. Look at the model. Watch that second line. Watch this second line. Look at Chicago. See? And you're south of Chicago. There you go. Whoever just told me that one. Who was Hammond, Indiana? You see it? Brittany? Who was it, Brittany? No, it was Bleacher Bum Chris. Bleacher Bum Chris. You should keep an eye on your weather later on. That's like 2 to 3 hours from now. You see it? So again, that's a projected model from the Weather Channel. That's the source, Weather Channel. Alton, Illinois. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm a New Yorker. Don't get me. Blame me for my. Excuse me. So let's go back. Alton. What was it? Illinois? Holy shit, you had a storm right now to your north. Again, you're in the middle of the two areas. This is what is past you, but this is that line that could develop to your west. And you should pay attention to that line because that line might be worse than the first batch. Alton. So now I got to see, where the heck is Alton? I just lost it right there. All right, so now where is a major area that I could use as a reference? Oh my God. My eyes are hurting. What is that? St. Charles. Okay, St. Charles. Let's look. Refresh. You know, I was checking somebody's weather last week. This is where she was at, and she's like in the bullseye today. She's not here, but I wish she was. Okay, where the heck is St. Charles now? You see? Oh my God. Bloomington, Kentucky, Illinois. Oh my God. Here comes Mom again. I don't know where the heck I'm looking now, because I lost my bearings. Alton. I gotta do it again. Alton. Springfield. You're to the south of Springfield. Oh, you definitely need to pay attention. You definitely need to pay attention. Now I see where you are. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Alton should be in here somewhere, right? That secondary line is the what you should be watching out. Alton.
Okay.
Mom, please.
Lily,
For
I'm not coming
God's
here no more. I'm
sake.
just going for 1 minute.
Oh my
Don't get
God.
excited. I'm not in jail.
Hey, I'm wondering if Chicago, Illinois will be okay for tonight's. You might get some storms tonight in Chicago, yeah. You should definitely. It's by St. Louis. St. Louis is under the bullseye. But as I was saying, Peoria, Springfield, St. Louis, it depends on when the line fully develops. It's going to be close, the secondary line. It really, really depends on how this line develops to the west. See, Springfield, St. Louis, Peoria, this is an area where it really might getting crazy. It's going to be close to see how. We don't know how this line is going to develop. This is a model. And I just went too far. Look at this. But will it develop like that? Is it going to develop more to the east? It's hard to say. Look at that. I mean, that's a close call. But it might just get stronger as it moves past you guys. It is that close. If you're in St. Louis, Springfield, Peoria, where is that line really going to start getting its act together? This is a model. This is not now. But you need to all pay attention. You know what I mean? Pay attention to your local weather. There's rotation in there in Illinois and Alton. Well, where was Alton here now? Okay, yeah, there's storms right near you. There's no question. That's a severe thunderstorm warning. And I pay for this to be refreshed constantly. So yes, there's a nasty cell, but it's moving to the northeast away from Alton. Here it comes, the latest radar. It's moving away. But there's another cell right to your west. Right here. But this is your area of concern, how this develops to your west. This could really be nasty for you. Later, in a couple hours. That it all depends if that line really gets its act together. It hasn't yet, but they're forecasting it to do so. So just be careful. That's my advice. Be careful. That was the one, Mexico. Who said that? Dissolve said that about Mexico. Holy shit. He was on the money with the Mexico one. This tornado. I just noticed it. See, any of this area could spur a tornado. This is scary looking. And there's a bunch of them popping up now. Tornadoes up here. Let's see if these expired. 16 minutes. Yep. You could almost see like there's an inflow. But look at these cells. Any of these could spur. There's rotation in the atmosphere. There's spin in the rotation. There's in the atmosphere. So any of these could spin into a tornado. That's the scary part. Any of those you have to pay attention. All right. Chicago, you need to just possible maybe a strong storm. I don't think it's going to be anything like tornadoes, but you could still have a strong storm in Chicago. All right, hold on. Festus, Missouri. just had maybe something going on, but I think. All right, so you're also in the middle of the two. Watch out for your line to the west. Developing and heading towards you later, few hours. Where is Warrington, Frankie? Where is that? Where is Warrington? What state? You guys got to tell me. I'm a New Yorker. I have no idea. No idea. Okay, Wentzville, Missouri. Again, anybody in. I keep saying to that in the future models. Oh boy, you definitely need to pay attention. Who was this? Frankie. You definitely, that line is to your west, and this is the line that I'm really concerned about, this back line. Because it's forecasted to get strong, and that's going to move through your area in a couple of hours. You need to pay attention. You're like in the middle of it right now. This first batch moved through, but this is what I'm concerned about back here, this line that's developing. You need to pay attention. Hold on, I'm trying to get as many as you guys can. Hannibal. All right, let me explain this again one more time because you guys, a lot of you are from Missouri. Let's just look at the map. Oh. This is later, so it's already passed. So look at Missouri. Look where this is. Just look where it is. You guys should know where you are. For those in Missouri, just look at the future model. It does not look to be forecasted to be too bad. It looks, Missouri, it doesn't look to be too bad. It's St. Louis and points east where the line is really going to get its act together. You should be okay in Missouri. You may have some strong storms, but and right now is your concern. But later on is this crazy line that they're forecasting. I don't know. 5? Yeah. This is what I'm concerned about. And this could stretch all the way to Chicago. Maybe. See Chicago? Maybe. You get some storms there. But it's this line. Look at Missouri. Yeah, you got some scattered ones, and the potential, you just can't put your guard down. But it looks like right here, Illinois. And you got to watch how it develops here. See the line? But it's right here. This is the concern. I keep saying it. From St. Louis, Springfield, Peoria, points east. This is where shit could get dicey. It just refreshed. Right here. Look at Mississippi. And Arkansas. Southern Arkansas. See? Now look at Missouri down here to the southeast. The corner. See how it's starting to stretch that line? This is something you should watch if you live in southeastern. West of Springfield is having hailstorm right now. I'm talking about the secondary line. I can't get a break today. Yes.
Did you get me potato chips?
No. Oh yeah, there's Doritos. You want some?
Doritos, yeah? Where? Wow, that sounds... Huh? Yeah. Doritos. Potato chips.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if we're done with it, what I do, I just take the
All right, let's go to the now. Because I just got a message from a friend. He's saying there's tennis ball size hail west of Springfield, so the line is starting to get its shit together. I gotta get rid of that. Oh man. I'm trying. Yeah, dude, that Mexico area you told me before. Cray cray. Cray cray. Right there, Mexico. Earlier, but now it's here. Any of these cells could spur into a tornado. Any of these. Any of them. Tennis ball size hail? Oh my gosh. We're right where they are. All I know is I'll pray for these people that could be affected by this weather. For real. It looks like this might get its act together before it hits St. Louis, Springfield. So this is probably the one you're talking about, right? Or here? Which is the one you're talking about, Dissolve? Because this is the west. The storms I was just looking at of Springfield. This is ugly. If we were to put this into motion and you look at the rotation in anywhere of these areas, it's scary. Because they could. It's rotation. Any of those cells could spin and turn into a tornado. Any of them. In that whole area. That is ugly. And they just look at that one, and then look at that one. Oh my! Look at that one. Jesus. And like I keep saying, they're saying that this line is going to intensify. That's some scary stuff. People need prayers, yes. Yes, definitely. If you got extra stuff, consider sending it. People need prayers, and we'll need all manners of things. Yes. I see what you guys are writing on TikTok. I'm not ignoring you. Levy says, I had baseball-sized hail in Dallas 2 days ago. Did you guys see what happened in Oklahoma and in Texas? It was horrific. Horrible. I don't show that footage because I don't like to show other people suffering. I don't think that's cool to show destruction of these poor people that are going through, I'm on TikTok, so I'm being careful with my language. Riverdale, Illinois. But I don't like to do that. Out of respect to those people. You're looking at what's left of their homes. I'll be honest. I wouldn't like if it was me. You're way to the north. Again, you might get a thunderstorm this far north. I wouldn't be concerned too much to the north. Wildwood. Let me stop this map. Again, same for you. The line is to your west. Pay attention. It depends on the development of the line, but you could be in the path of those storms that are developing to your west. I can't. Right now, if you look at the yellow, you should be under a tornado watch, but it's expiring soon. But you should definitely pay attention to these storms to the west. I cannot say with certainty that a tornado is going to happen. No one can say that. But there's a possibility you're in that area of a tornado watch. So you are at risk. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. You know what I mean? The conditions are there. Yeah, Oklahoma was horrific. I saw the video. It was horrific. Horrific. Texas had some terrible stuff going on too. Curryville, Missouri. You know, it's funny when you guys do this to me, I'm learning the geographical areas of places I would never know as a New Yorker. Whoa. 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 You got the line. Who is this? Paul. Dude. They're right there. You should. I'm not saying tornado, but that one was nasty right there. And there still looks like there's a little spin. You should definitely be paying attention to this line coming at you from the west right now. That's the Paul. You are in a tornado warning from, dude, Paul. You should be right now checking out your local shit going on because you're right there, dude. This right here is heading your way. You should seek shelter immediately. Take cover now, Paul. And I don't know if the tornado is still radar indicated, but you're in a tornado warning. And you have other storms behind it. You need to take immediate shelter. Go, get out. Paul, go now. Be safe. Oh my God. He's got these storms right on his. It's right there. And others behind it. Jesus Christ. Now that's scary. And I'm not saying there's a tornado right now, but it was earlier radar indicated, and he's got that cell associated with, was once radar indicated going right toward him. Plus he has another line of storms right behind that he has to get through. Jesus Christ. But the good news is for him, once he gets past this, he should be done. Because that's where the line is developing, right where he is. It's crazy that he just came into the TikTok. This is where that line, that secondary line is forming, and he's right there. He's right there. Holy shit. Now that's, 4-inch baseball-sized hailstorm heading for Springfield. Jesus. What's up, Bean? Are there more tornadoes this year? It feels like it. It's been horrific with tornadoes already, Shlee. Are you kidding? Oklahoma had some terrible tornadoes. Texas, I believe, as well. The Oklahoma situation is just horrific. Can you check St. Louis, west of St. Louis? That is like right in the area where these storm cells could develop bad. It's a close call. I already checked on St. Louis. So if that's west of St. Louis, that's like right where they're predicting these storm cells to really get their act together. So I would pay attention, but it's close. It's a close call. I gotta stop hitting that box. I gotta stop this. It's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, that's crazy with Paul. God bless him and his family. See now, if you're, this is St. Charles. Where the hell is St. Louis? My eyes are hurting. Where's Springfield? Is it south? Let me just look it up. My eyes are hurting. Okay. So say west of St. Louis, okay? Just say to the west. Look at the cells developing to the west. That has to come through. So if you're west of St. Louis, you need to pay attention to your weather. That line is developing right where Paul was. That line is getting its act together. So yes, you need to pay attention. There's no doubt about it. And points all around here. It's cray-cray. That line is developing. That line is going to eventually push east through your area. You need to watch out for these storms developing to your west. Anyone from St. Louis to Springfield to Peoria, up, down, east of that line is forming to your west. And it's predicted to get stronger, and it's coming your way. Period. Now, am I saying there's going to be tornadoes? No, but there could be. There's a risk, possibility, risk. Not guaranteed, but you should be paying attention to your weather and that line. Yeah, it's still early, too. My friend Dissolve says 4-inch baseball-sized hail storms heading for Springfield. Illinois, anyone in Illinois should be paying attention to their local weather right now. Missouri, I would say more east and definitely southeast Missouri. Indiana, where is this? McCordsville? Is that 1C? No. Oh my God, okay. Yeah, you're far from all the activities to your west. But you're in a flood watch. Heavy rainfall, flash flooding possible. So that's what your alert is, where you are. Again, a lot of what the remnants of this, it's going to diminish in its strength, and you're going to get a lot of rain fall from it. You should be okay. Who was that person? Juliet? You should be okay. Lonnie, same thing with if I don't know where you are in Missouri, but again, what I just said, eastern Missouri, but really southeast Missouri as the line is developing. Depends where you are. I'll check it. Oh my God, I just lost it. Oh gosh, yeah. The line is to your west. Again, the line is to your west. This line is expected to intensify and strengthen, and you are to the east of that line. You should definitely pay attention. Look at the line to your west. And it's just getting its act together, and it's moving east. You should definitely pay attention to your local forecast. Right now, I'm a little concerned about Paul. You're welcome. Okay, let's look at it another way because... Oh, Jesus. I got to close that door. Mom's going cray-cray. Okay, so this is right now. I gotta close that door. I'm gonna go quick. Oh, oh my god, my back from bike riding. Oh my gosh. Ow! Oh shit, my camera's charging. Hold on, I gotta. Oh no, it's still charging. Okay. I hurt my back today, bike riding. No bueno. I'm cringing in pain over here. Okay. Again, batch one. Still some nasty weather here for these folks. North of Louisville. But this is the line. See Missouri? This is the line. It's starting to get its act together. As the night goes on, it's going to intensify. That's what it's forecasted to do. Look at St. Louis. Points north, Bloomington, all points, Peoria, Springfield, whatever. Look at the line. That's in 2 hours. Look how that line intensifies. It may not intensify as it is showing here. It may intensify sooner, later, or maybe not at all. It's a model. But when you see this, you should pay attention that the potential is there of severe weather. This is just a model. This is 2 hours. But the further we go in, the line looks worse. This is 3 hours. But now the majority of this nasty weather has moved to the east a little bit. Peoria, not so much. St. Louis, not so much. But it's a close call. But where exactly in real time how this line develops is the question. This is just a model. And look at Indianapolis and point south. And look at the line going into. This is what you need to pay attention to. So it doesn't matter if nothing's happening right now. South of Chicago, all the way down into Arkansas, that line. Now, how it manifests or not is the question. Now, who was that person that just told me the last location? That's your spot. Look at that line of storms heading your way. Lonnie, is it? I can't see my reading glasses. That is projected to head your way later. Look where you are. Look what's coming on the model. Look at that. It's right over you. You see what I'm saying? No, I live way north of. I'm 100 miles north of New York City, Dissolve. Mount Vernon is near New York City. No, that's far from me. If you live in Western Tennessee, in that area here, you should watch for this line that could develop. Now, the model's only going to go that far. So you could have definitely some storms here. Western, all the way up to Nashville. See it? That's in a few hours. That's hours from now. But if we look at the now, there's nothing. There's some scattered showers. You would think nothing's going to happen. This is hours away for you. And that's if it holds itself together. See, now that's the latest. Just entering northwestern corner of Tennessee. So I would keep an eye in western Tennessee. Keep an eye. But the majority of the action is going to be right here. And look at down here, northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, going into Mississippi, right here. It's another area. So let's just go backwards and go to now. There's nothing there. There's nothing there right now. But if we go further, and here's the development, and look at the model, look how they're just popping up. See? It's nothing there now, but look at those. Look what they're predicting, those storms in northern Louisiana on the border with southern Arkansas here. That is nasty. And Mississippi. Look at this. Go back to now. There's hardly nothing there. But there's a lot of stuff going on here right now. Currently, in Missouri, right now. Now. But if you're in St. Louis and these other places, Peoria, you're about to get a few. But again, look how the model shows for later. It intensifies right over that area. Boom. But it starts to really strengthen to the east of St. Louis. Look at this. Look how close. Look how close this is for St. Louis. Now that's a model. The development could happen sooner. It could happen later. Or maybe not at all. It's a model. But the point of the conversation is you should be paying attention to your weather. If you're in Missouri, if you're in Illinois, if you're in Indiana, if you're in Arkansas, Western Tennessee, you should be paying attention to your weather. Bottom line. Because there is some, look at this cell. Look at that nasty cell. Poor Paul. No, I don't know if that's Paul. Oh my God. Look at that inflow. I think that is Paul. That's cray-cray. Look at that line getting its act together now. That's bad. That's no good. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Not at all. Missouri, and I meant on your other map with cameras on it. Oh, they're about to get hit. Which one? Who? And I my prayers go out to everybody who could be in the path of these storms. Again, I just said that. Illinois, pay attention. Anywhere, anybody in Illinois, you should be paying attention. You should be all going on putting your TVs on and checking your local weather forecasts. If you live in Illinois, Missouri, again, Indiana. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's not good. And I just finished saying any of these storms could spin off a tornado, and I was right, because they're popping up all over this area now. Just look at it. Look at this whole area. This is ugly. And the majority of them are moving to the northeast. It's unfortunate, you know, it would have been interesting to see a camera, but I don't see any cameras in the area. I gotta look carefully. Not that these are anything close to what's going on to the west, but I'm still looking for a camera. This camera's here. That's not close enough. I don't see any. No. I don't see any cameras. Let me do it like this. My eyes, oh my gosh. There's a camera here. That's not good enough, but it could be later. Not yet. It could potentially be later. With that line. So right now there are no cameras in the vicinity. There's a camera way up here. It's actually heading toward that area with that camera, but it's still got quite a way to go. See, they're moving to the northeast, away from that camera. Can you check? I got a critical alert on Quincy, Illinois. There are cells around you, but no. There's a nasty cell here, but they're moving away from you. And these aren't going to affect you. They're going to move to your south and east. You should be fine. Let me just look at where you are. Oh yeah, you should be right. You should be fine. You should be fine for the rest of the night. You're on the other side of the line. See, for you it was a close call. The line is developing to your east. For you it was a close call. You're okay. Now there's still a couple of cells around you, but I don't think you have any problems here. There's still some cells. Wow, that was a close one a little while ago. Now, you're still not out of the woods completely yet because there's still some rotation a little bit down here. But see this? You have to watch. But you're almost out of the woods now. You're right on the edge. That was a nasty one that just faded when it got near you. That was that critical alert you had. Where are you? I just got a critical alert on your phone. Well, it was close. I'll check Tipton in a second. What's up, Cheeto? So, Quincy, you were really close. This was a nasty cell right there with rotation, but it faded. That's why you got a critical alert. It was that close. But look at it. Then it faded. Just as it was approaching you, it faded. Look at it. No, Tycho has it under the bed. Mm-hmm. See the rotation? That sucker was close. But you gotta watch out. Look at this one. Starting to get its act together. Look at Quincy. Look at that one. That's what your alert was about. But it faded as it was getting near you. Look at this one. Right there. That was your alert. But then it diminished. But as I say that, there's still a couple here, like this one, I keep an eye on. There you are. Forget about these. These are moving away from you. But there was I'm keeping an eye on this one. Actually, we're going to stay on Quincy right now. We're going to stay on Quincy right now. Because I want to see if this one I'm sticking to Quincy right now. I'll check Tipton in a second. I want to see the latest radar on this one. Wow, that is nasty. You know, not for nothing, Quincy. You look at what's going on to the south of you. That's the line. This is the main line getting its act together. You were lucky that these storms didn't develop sooner and the line didn't start establishing itself to your west and heading your way. But I don't like. I'm going to just keep an eye on this right now. I want to see my latest radar loop. Actually, I need to go to one of your radars. What the? That's horrible. That is not a good radar. Oh my God. That's terrible. Who am I going to go to for a radar for you? Okay. I don't even like that one, but look at that tornado watch was right there. Shit. Quincy. Look at how fucking close that was. That was close. That was close. But you're almost out of it. I was watching that last one, but look how close that other one was. That one right there. Boom. That was close. But then it just shrunk. Right there. It faded. That's how close it was to you. All right, let's get back. You should be fine. Somebody asked me for another one. I don't know where Valonia is. Racine. Wisconsin, you should be fine way up there. Yeah, you're way... Racine is somewhere up here, isn't it? Down somewhere around here? I remember looking at it before. Yeah, it's right here. You're fine. You're way too far from this. You're way to the north. You done? Hasn't Racine had enough, though? Seriously? Drummer? You guys been going through heck over there in Wisconsin. You've been getting pummeled with weather. You guys need a break. And if you're a drummer, I'm a drummer too. Oh man, my back. I don't know where it's Indiana. I don't know. Valonia is in Indiana. You guys should be paying attention in Indiana. You're under a watch. Flash flood, severe thunderstorm watch. The pink. So you're on the edge. So what they're saying is the remnants of this line could eventually affect you over there. But you're still far to the east of where the main line is starting to get its act together. I don't know if it's going to hold itself together by the time it gets to you. Don't know. You're so far to the east. I don't know. You might get a storm and rain. I don't know about the severity of it. I'm just checking messages. I'm getting a few. And I may take a break and walk away for a little while. Only because I want to see how this line, if at all, oh my God, I'm getting messages. All right. Clear. All right, let me get back to what we were doing here. It's 6 o'clock. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm freaking out. Bowling Green had some action earlier. Yeah. Bowling Green is told to take action now. Take shelter. No, 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 no. Bowling Green, which one? Where are you? Missouri? How come I'm not seeing that? Oh shit, because of that. That's why. Holy shit. That's why. Wow, that's ugly. That's ugly. Oh my God, stop! Okay. Yeah, that's nasty. But the scary thing when you look at this line is any of these cells could spin into a tornado. Any of them. Any of them. That's what scares me looking at it. I said it before. Any in that line can spin into a tornado. Any of them. Any of them. And it's happening. And I mean any one of these in this line. All the way. Any of these. This is seriously bad. This line is starting to come together, and it's, as they predicted, this line could be very scary. What's up, Bob? Now they're saying Republic. Now you got flash flood warning in Quincy. But Quincy, you should be you should be at the tail end now. It's moving to your east, thank God. All right, I gotta go back to Bowling Green. Oh, I don't want to curse. Oh my God, they're popping up all over here. This is ugly too. This whole area is ugly. Oh my God. Anything. I'm looking at it, all of it. It's like, pick your poison here. Why did that radar loop stop? There's a lot of tornado warnings in this area right now. Look at it. There are 5. This is going to expire. It's right here. I don't even have to press it. It's going to be in this area. It's right here. This whole area is right now under the gun. Jesus. And there's no cameras. And the line is only going to intensify as predicted. That's at least what they're predicting. You need to seek shelter immediately. Oh, that one's expiring. I'm just going to click on the boxes. That's an extension. My God. 12 minutes, but they extended it forward, ahead. Look at this. Nasty. I keep an eye on this one too. Jesus. They're just popping up. Look at these storms popping up. Republic, that's the one you were just talking about. Dissolve. That's the one you were just talking about. I'm talking to people on TubeView as well. TikTokers. That's the one you were just talking about. They're just popping up now. Oh man, it's really difficult to stream when I'm getting bombed with messages. And that's right near Springfield. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that is ugly. That looks like a populated area too, but less populated now. But Springfield, oh my God. Oh, that is scary. That is not good. Where now? Valparaiso. Oh, I'm not even gonna try it. Valparaiso. Where is this now? Indiana? I don't see anything going on near you. Oh, you're to the north. You might get a thunderstorm and some rain, but you're not in the severe weather threat. You're in the flash flood threat. Yeah, you're in the flash flood threat. You're not in the severe threat. That's to your south. I'm going back to... Stop! Okay. Where were we? That's ugly. Yeah, that's where we were. There's some... Look at these. I mean, this is just bad. Oh my God, it's going into a populated area. And there's more storms behind it. But this is not a tornado yet. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, but based on the way it looks, I want to put this in motion. Look at this. Look at this one developing. Just at the tail end. This one. But the one towards Springfield, Jesus. Like you said, it went through Republic. Yeah, dude, I see that. St. Louis needs to pay attention. I don't know about Ohio. It's possible. I don't know about like tornadoes in Ohio, but you could get storms. Because again, that line is getting its act together. But I don't know how far north it's going to go. Is it going to get as far north as Chicago and then get into northern Ohio? I don't know about that. I'm doubtful of that. You might get a storm, but I don't think about this crazy weather that's happening down here. This is just crazy bad down over here. They're lining up. Where's my big bottle of soda? I need something. That is just a nasty line. I gotta go soon because I gotta eat. I have not had anything to eat. I really don't want to, but you know what? We should take a look at the weather. What weather? Look at the line developing over Missouri. And you don't think St. Louis is in the path of these storms? Look at the line already. The line is actually organizing more than the models are saying they are. That's why I don't trust the models. Because the line is look like it's trying to get its act together, and it's really getting really bad up here. East of Mexico and points north. Look at that. Oh, Jesus. It's starting to get its act together to the north. And look at St. Louis. Now, is this line going to intensify to the point where it's going to affect St. Louis? Look at Springfield. See, the line looks like the worst of it is going to develop to the east, but that does not mean, it means nothing. Because when we look at this in real time, that's ugly. I hate when it has all these mile per hours. I should take that shit off the fucking screen. Excuse my language. It's just hurting my eyes. The filter. Where was that camera? It's way up here. That's the weather in the distance. It's still far away from that camera. I'm looking for cameras. So on this app, Jaffa, there's some cameras that you can get access to. Sometimes you see the storm chasers on it, but there's no storm chasers in that area. But there are, you just got to find the cameras. Like there's a bunch here. There's a ton down here. And sometimes you'll see the storm chasers, but most of them stay to the south. Like down here. Oklahoma, Louisiana. That's where you see a lot of the ones that work on this app. They're to the south. But all of these I can click on. See? But there's nothing going on there right now, so there's no sense looking at them. The thing is trying to find a camera up here. And I don't see any. Near the storms. There's some here, but that's far. See, there's a camera here, but this is still way. And there's one here, but the storms, this line could develop and head toward that camera. But it's still got time. See, it's moving northeast, these storms. They're moving this way. But there's going to be more storms developing down here, and it's going to move toward that camera most likely. But that's not happening yet. But now that other camera, though far, a lot of this energy is heading toward that camera. But it could still be an hour or so away. Follow? Bill, maybe you can explain what the microbursts are. Seems like Republic was hit. Really? Is that what they're saying? It might be better I do it this way, so everybody can hear it. I'll put mine. Alexa, what is a microburst?
A microburst is a small but intense downdraft from a thunderstorm that hits the ground and spreads out quickly. It causes sudden, strong wind changes in just a few minutes, affecting areas up to 2.5 miles wide.
I had a feeling it was going to say it better than I could have said it. Oh my gosh. But it does look like maybe we need to pay attention to this camera. Why don't we? Why don't we just, so for a few minutes, let me just relax my eyes, because trying to focus in, but you could see the weather's in the distance. That crazy weather is heading in this general direction. I mean, it's really bad in a lot of places right now. Though, thankfully, it looks like some of those tornado warnings are expiring. There are 2 left, yeah. So a few of them expired. They're right on their screen. I don't even have to do that. These are the last 2. But this, look at this line. But look where the camera is. Right there. And it looks like all of that is heading right toward where that camera is. But it's still quite a distance away, but it's like it's heading right toward it. It's the only camera that is in the area that I have access to. But look at all that. All that is heading right toward it. That could be cray cray. That's if the camera stays functional. But there's storms ahead of it. It's heading right toward the camera. And they're moving at 25 miles per hour. Yes, Springfield just got dumped on. I saw that. East Texas could, because the line is projected to possibly it would be northeast Texas, by the way, into Arkansas. So let's go look at Texas. Oh my God, you see my eyes are hurting. What is this one? Severe potential watch possible. Right in here. Let's go to the radar near Dallas. That's not happening. There's nothing so far. Because that line can go all the way down into Arkansas and maybe affect Texas. Maybe. I don't know about that. Like if we go here. Well, it would be nice if this refreshed. Okay, let's go to the future model. Okay, we got to go back a little bit. It's already passing Texas. See, look at Texas. Let's look at the northeast corner of Texas. See it? Oh, my dog wants in the room. Maybe. It looks more like southern Arkansas and definitely Mississippi. I'm not so sure about the Texas thing. I gotta let my dog in. Well, that's him demanding he comes in the room. Come on. He's funny. My dog's a character. He is a character. We'll be back tomorrow. Heard it's supposed to be back tomorrow. Jefferson, where are you? Before you leave, I'll tell you what your weather, because today is probably the most likelihood of the worst weather. But where are you? What state? Oh, in Texas. I don't know where that is. What? Palestine? Let me look. You're in that box area now. That's why you were like surprised. A lot of this weather's going to shift. The only thing is, I'm going to do a quick thing for you. I want to see if you have that Gulf moisture still streaming up tomorrow. That's the engine. Oh yeah, you still have that Gulf moisture coming up to you tomorrow. Oh yeah, and there's some westerlies coming out here. Yeah, Texas could have some activity. Oh yeah, definitely. You definitely might have stuff, Jefferson, tomorrow. With the convergence of the winds from the west and from the Gulf, all that moisture, that moist, humid. But it diminishes at night. But tomorrow afternoon, midday, possibly. Anyway, go. Get out of here. I didn't mean to like make it ruin your night or whatever, but we'll see. I'll be back tomorrow. I want to see where this crazy low is going. Look how it changes tomorrow. Nothing. It all shifts. It looks like Michigan's going to get a lot of rain. Let me go back. Yeah, see, the low is moving to the north. Right in here, they're going to get action. A lot of rain. And then we're not going to get that much out of it here because it's going to the north. I want to actually look at the future. Gets quiet. Oh, that's a good sign. It gets quiet. This is the euro. The country gets pretty quiet. I don't go further than a week. Cold air coming in. Definitely a cool down. But this could be the worst of the severe weather of the week. Oh yeah. Because of the cool down. Look at those cool temperatures dropping down from Canada. As this low that's affecting it right now moves to the north. Away from me, thank God. See, this is the low pressure that's causing all the problems right here. You got that Gulf moisture coming up, and then you got this cold air behind it, and it's clashing. But it's gonna move away and up into Canada here, which is good, except for the folks in Michigan and right here maybe in Buffalo. But the storm is pulling away into Canada. See? And then it's gone. But it brings that colder air down behind it. You're near Palestine? That's where Jefferson was from. Is it the same for Hammond? So there is light at the end of the tunnel here. It's going to get cooler for a lot of people too, temperature-wise. Where am I looking now? Hammond. Oh yeah, that's to the north. It's by the lake. Yeah. You might get rain. You're too far up to the north. You might get a thunder shower. You're south of Chicago, right? Yeah, you're fine. You should be fine. Yeah, Chris, you're fine. If Dyersburg is in western Tennessee, then you should pay attention for a possibility of an isolated storm or whatever. If you're in western Tennessee, and that's not till later on, hours away. Hey, Dazava, are you still here? Holy bad. My mother is listening to some Spanish. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what kind of music that is. I don't know if it's merengue. It's not bachata. I don't know what the heck that is. I'm glad I don't write music like that. I do write Latino music at times, but not like that. Oh, any news about the topic we usually talk about? Any you heard anything dissolve about the other stuff we talk about? Normally we're on the tube. Because Keith put out something very interesting earlier on the tube of you. Got to keep an eye. After King Charles leaves, I'm waiting to see if this gets up to. I'm gonna have to take a ride. I gotta drop him off at the gym soon. He's gonna be in the room any second. I'm ready, bro. To go to drop him off at the gym. I'm ready, bro. Jefferson, Missouri. I can't believe the disaster of a bike ride I had today. Disaster. Utter disaster. Jefferson, Missouri. Really? What? Why isn't it coming up? Oh. Is this it? Holy shit, the line is to your west. You're spared. I mean to your east. Who is that? Malibu? If that's where your location is, it's shifted to your east. You're good. You're in the clear. If this is where you are, you're in the clear. The line is to your east. If that's the correct location. Oh, now it's Monticello, Illinois? Oh, so Jefferson, that's not it? I'm trying to see everybody's stuff. Jefferson, I might have to just spell it out. Mississippi. Why isn't it coming up? The one that came up is this one. How come it's not coming up? There's another one. Perry, why isn't this coming up? I don't know. Is there somebody near? Is there another place nearby you that I could look up? It's not coming up. It's not coming up. It's Illinois. Jesus. Is this going to end up to be the same problem? I am totally confused now. Totally. Is there another place nearby you other than Jefferson in Missouri? Because Missouri's getting pounded right now. In some places. But that's just not working out for me right now. Oh my God, that music's going to drive me nuts. Wow, that's ugly. Springfield. Somebody mentioned that before. I must close that door. I'm going to go absolutely nuts. See, that main line is coming. I gotta close that door. It's been pretty quiet today, but I will take a look. Dude, watch out this weekend. My baby. Where's my socks? Alright, my GoPro 360 should be charged. The baby. You are my baby. just check to see if my GoPro 360 is charged. Actually, I like that. Oh shit, I gotta put the cover. Where's the cover? Fully charged. Why do I see that grid? Alright, hold on a second. I gotta mess with my GoPro. My 360 for a second. Why am I seeing that? What the fuck is that? Okay, there it goes. Okay, the 360 is at 95%. That's good enough. All right, let's put this away. Oh my god, that music's gonna drive me cray cray. I gotta charge my earbuds. Man, I was tight. My earbuds weren't charging when I was riding the bike. No good. At least this is dead. That music will drive me crazy. Alright, what was I going to charge? Alright, that's charging. This has to charge. This piece of junk. Alright. Where's my light for the bike? Was I not charging it? No, I did that already. You gotta charge this. Okay, that's charging. Okay. That's charging. I could have sworn I was charging my light. Oh, and the other one. The other room. This is charged. Very good, very good. Let's get back to this. Incoming. I'm going to leave it here for now. I know. I saw that dissolve. Should Henderson... Henderson, Kentucky? I don't know about Kentucky. I don't think so at all. I don't think Kentucky, Desi. I highly, highly doubt that. Oh, look. Oh, I said it, and it's in the color. Yeah, but that's because of this up here. I think that's not going to happen. But I don't want to say never. But they're moving away. Yeah. It was close. But yeah, that's to your north. It's moving away from you. But it was close. I gotta look that up again. Henderson, Kentucky. I forgot where I just was. It was close. But that's moving away. I don't think this line is gonna... I gotta look at it a different way. Damn. Oh my God, look at that. Nasty cells. Damn. South of Jefferson City. Jesus, that's an ugly cell. But look at the line to the north. See, I got the two Springfields confused, I think. But this one and this one, because my focus was on this one. I got them confused. What's up, Skywalker? Oh my gosh. Bad weather out there, Skywalker. It's like Troopazilla would be scared. Oh my God. Maybe not. It's just nasty. ugly. That's what happened. I got the two of them mixed up. That's what somebody mentioned in chat. This Springfield. It's too bad there's not a camera. That there's not a camera close by here. Or a storm chaser. What the hell is that noise? Oh, that camera is definitely in line. Yet far away, but those storms are inbound to this area. I haven't seen cells this ugly since. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Poor Oklahoma. And parts of Texas, but Oklahoma, oh my god. I won't show the footage. I will not show that footage. What the hell is that noise outside? Tycho hears it too. Oh, that's Mom. I'm wondering, I was coming out here and saying, who the hell's out here making noise? Oh, okay. Might have to do Second Amendment. Could you imagine? And oh my god. Oh no, look who's here. Look who's here. I don't like smoking around him though. Nani Kabaka. What? No way. The window's open for the Mom. What do you want? All right, I'm not gonna come there right now. Ow, ow. He want. You know what he wants, right? He wants to go OUT. That's what he wants. I know what the baby wants. The baby wants to go outside. Is that what the baby wants? I know. Dude, what happened in Oklahoma was horrific. Horrific. But like I said, I won't show that video. People could go find the videos themselves. I don't want to exploit that. The suffering of people. You know what I mean? I don't like to do that. What the hell is that? Oh, that's a car pulling a trailer of some kind. I was like, what was that? I gotta take him outside. He ain't gonna stop until I take him. Oh, he's back already. All right, let's go. Well, while we have time, why don't we show the crazy dog outside? Momzilla too. Momzilla's probably on the cameras right now. Let's see. She's right there. She should be seen. Oh, yeah. Cray Cray Momzilla. Oh, she walked away. You ready? Oh, there she is. There's Momzilla. Come on. I am. Where are my Crocs? It's beautiful here. No, no, no. I'm coming. I gotta walk him. He's going cray cray. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Psycho. Come on. Oh, that was fun with him. Just a fun fact. Only about 2% of tornadoes in the northern hemisphere are cyclonic or rotate clockwise. Harry, some of the storms are trying to do that today. Interesting. That is interesting. Now that the cat's there. Mom is sitting on the bench. Look at the cat now. Tycho leaves, the cat shows up. Feral cat. Anyway, it is time for a break. I'll keep an eye on the weather. I need a break. I do want to check one last thing. The train continues. The plane train. The military buildup continues right here. Look at this. Just saying. Maybe by this weekend. Could be. We shall see. Oh, Jesus Christ. It doesn't end. Really nothing new, Dissolve. I was just looking. It's the same old stuff, to be honest. Because I'm looking before I get off. I need a break. I haven't even eaten all day. Nothing. Just a few Dorito chips. That's not good enough. You're ready? All right. All right, everybody. I'm taking a break. I'll be back maybe later on to see what's going on with this weather.